Hello and welcome to 111th episode of the My Hero Academia podcast. I'm Kendra, and today with me I have James.
Hello.
And Gary.
Hi, everybody.
And Funimation Con just happened, and there was a little bit some My Hero tidbits. Mainly that we are going to get the My Hero Academia team up mission. And it's that the manga is set after the Two Heroes movie, and it focuses on like the students in their, what do you call it, internships, whatever they're actually called.
Work studies.
Kind of work studies. But apparently the first one might be focusing a bit more on Bakugo. I'm not really sure. I think maybe it's not like who they're actually with in the manga. It might be something a little bit different. I haven't read it.
Yes. I remember they talked about who it was going to be. I feel like it was going to be Ryukyu in the first volume.
Buy it to find out. I think it will be on digital though, so I don't know if that means that you'll have to buy it digitally or if you can like get it for free on the Shonen Jump app. Or not free, you have to pay $2 and you get it. But I don't know. And I know Gary, you had a little bit of info on let's talk about what you played a little bit of the One Justice game. You got a new character.
Yeah, the first DLC is out, and that was Hawks, and I know we announced that, but I finally got to play as him, and he's pretty fun. There's like a move where he like grabs his opponent by the shoulders and like drapes them in the dirt. I don't know, as he flies above them. That's pretty amazing.
Nice. And I know at Funimation Con, they like the voice actors all played it. I don't know who won, but you can definitely check out Christopher Waitkamp and Kyle Phillips. They both play One Justice a lot on their Twitch. So I would definitely, if you missed it at Funimation Con, you can usually find them on Twitch. Just like follow them on Twitter and they announce it. It's kind of cool. They also had a My Hero trivia thing, and I'm pretty sure that Bakugo's voice actor Clifford Chapin won. So Bakugo for the win. I really wish they like saved the panels so you could rewatch it later, but I guess that's like the point of the con, is that it's a one-time thing. And they did post summaries of some of them, mainly just like the panels, and it's like, oh, this is what they said. It was fun. And it's like, but I want to watch it.
Next time I'm going to record them and then hoard them all for myself.
I think they've talked a little bit about like Aizawa being like Dadzawa, how like Hiroshima is the best. Oh, apparently the My Hero's Hero Rising is going to have a soundtrack available on vinyl in October, which is really cool. And there's also going to be a dub option. There's a dub option for My Hero One Justice 2, which I think is already out, right? Or is One Justice 2 a different game?
No. Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
One Justice 2 is the game that's out.
Yes.
Okay. And we're also getting some My Hero Academia shoes. There's going to be a Deku one and an All Might one, but we still don't know what they look like. They just gave us pictures of silhouetted shoes.
Yeah, they're silhouetted, but they're described in the article.
Yeah, which is confusing. So Deku's shoes are made of neoprene upper with printed stripes, along with an added red rubber piping to the cupsole, just like Deku's Pro Hero outfit. So that means it's red, and then it has like the black kind of protect like fake armor on it.
I have no idea. I can't picture it in my head. I have no idea what.
I know. I'm just like, what does
I don't know what you said.
Oh, well, the shoes will be red. That's basically what I got out of that. Maybe.
Yeah.
And then All Might's shoes are gonna be like look like his. They're gonna be like have the color of his hero outfit, but like what is All Might's? Isn't All Might just wearing like stock? No, he's wearing boots. He wears yellow boots. I was like, what is here? I just was wondering if All Might was just wearing like tights on his pants, like on his feet. How do I Google this? All Might's shoes. I'm kind of afraid to Google All Might feet. Well, oh yeah, he wears yellow boots that are kind of like attached. No, there's like feet pics. Why?
This is amazing.
The internet was a mistake.
I was gonna say, did you want to read the author comment for this week as well, or?
Oh, I don't have it open. Do you?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact. This week's author comment is, I messed up how Gran Torino refers to himself in Japanese. I mixed him up with Professor Agasa.
Who's that?
I have no idea.
It's a mystery man. Oh, and Shonen Jump Japan is doing a contest for digital subscribers where they can win one of 2 My Hero shirts. There's one Hawks one, and there's like the 3 amigos of Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki. Oh, and yesterday was a very, very important day for everyone in the world. It was Inko Midoriya's birthday. So I need to say that for Sophie, because she's not on this week, but I need to show Inko Midoriya love. That's the only thing that happened that day. Only thing.
Professor Agasa is a scientist in Detective Conan series.
Oh, that's cool.
I used to read that.
Is he a villain or a good guy?
No, he's good.
Ah, okay.
He's the
He
first
helps
person.
Mhm.
What's that? He's the first person to learn that Conan is the shrunk down teenage guy.
Oh, I was gonna ask if he helped solve the crimes with science.
I'm not sure. I think apparently he gives him stuff. I don't really remember him super well. He's got like that very Astro Boy generic father figure scientist look, you know.
Mm-hmm. And we also know that the Ultra stage is going to have a real-time commentary of the first play from the actors or the stage actors of Midoriya, who's played by Shin Tamura, Ryoto Kabashi, who's Bakugo, Hiko Ino Ida, and Todoroki Kyo Kitamura. I apologize, I should have looked up the pronunciation beforehand. It's going to be a paid stream, which I think is going to be next month on the 10th, so August 10th, which is kind of cool. I wish like they could do it subbed as well and like sub the commentary as well, but that would be like really hard to do, obviously, and like time consuming. But I can dream. Any other news that we can think of?
Have you seen the cover of Jump?
Oh yes, I have that open.
Freaking weird.
It's so weird. So yeah, there's like a new manga that's called Me and Robo-ko, and it's a robot maid, and everyone has her kind of button nose, wide eyes face, and like it's kind of funny though because like Luffy already has like the circle eyes down, but then like it does look weird because I think it like kind of his face shape changed and the nose is different. It's disconcerting for sure.
Yeah.
And Deku, this is the My Hero podcast. It's weird. I don't know. I wonder if like each author got told like, hey, you need to draw your character like this, or if like someone else drew it.
The most disturbing one to me is Hinata.
Yeah, he looks wrong. It really does look old timey though, I guess. Like I almost thought it was a reference to something else until I was like, oh, it's the new manga. It's not like a reference to like an old thing. Denki, the Chainsaw Man guy, just looks like a normal dude, which is really funny. He's just weird. He's just a white shirt and a black tie. He's just normal.
Yeah, I didn't see this when I first booted up. I don't know if it took them a minute for it to come up because I was seeing that new one from last week, the Hardboiled Cop and Dolphin.
Oh yeah. I was looking up if Shuhei Miyazaki's the writer for Me and Roboco, if like they were related to Hayao Miyazaki or something, but I couldn't find anything. I was just wondering.
It's a secret connection. It's his love child.
Weird too. I will comment.
Here first.
Luffy looks weird, and like Senku looks like an adult man. It looks bad, but I also kind of want figures of these.
Okay.
Oh, there needs to be figures.
Yeah, hopefully this takes off. I'll have to read it. It looks kind of.
Well, I think the Spirit Buster.
I hope it takes off because I like the design of the robot maid because she's not like super cutesy. She's more muscly.
Yay, which is nice. I do love the Spirit Busters guy, like legit like made that face a few chapters ago. And it was like scary. So I'm ready.
Yes, I cannot stop looking at this picture. I need to go focus on the manga.
Or I was supposed to say, like, who's the oh wait, oh my god, that's the Act Age girl. I was like, who the hell is this schoolgirl? Let's go on to the manga segment.
This is my hero academia.
The title is Who?
Who?
And we see Deku grappling with Shigaraki, and we get like a close up of Shigaraki's fingernails looking all, manicured.
On fleek, as they would say.
Yeah.
On fleek.
It's kind of funny though, like, because One Piece last chapter, it had headbutt. Or the week before that.
Yes, everybody was obsessed with it too.
Yeah, so now Horikoshi, she's like, I can do headbutts too,
What my like guilty pleasure anime, AKB 0048. There's like this scene where one of the meek, mild nerd girl headbutts one of the mean girls, and she's like, I headbutted you. It hurts me just as much as you, so I'm not gonna apologize for it. But that has like been stuck in my mind for 5 years. Anyway. So then there's like a flashback of the words, the worst case scenario. And I think that was Gran Torino that said that originally. And Gran Torino says, what? And Aizawa is looking on with his man-made tears from Manual. And Deku says, as long as Shigaraki's quirks are erased, we can join this fight too. The Nomu are keeping the other heroes occupied, which doesn't leave us with enough firepower to face Shigaraki, and he'll decay everything again once Erasure comes undone. The worst case is losing our teacher, the teacher who has watched over us all this time. And there's like a flashback of the students like doing a weird fist thing. I don't know what they are doing. While Kirishima and Bakugo are in the background being wrapped up in themselves. And I wanted to mention too, like the only hero we can make out fighting against the Nomu is Native. Oh yeah, and Kasagiri, man. That's all I can make out anyway. But it's rip roaring. There's a lot going on over there. And then Deku goes on, we can't lose him. And then I'm sure that if Manuel wasn't like creating these tears, like Aizawa would be actually crying. But okay, so Gran Torino acknowledges that, and then I think he's thinking, but Eraserhead says or thinks Izuku Midoriya, or no, this is a recap or memory.
Flashback.
Yeah, you cannot become a hero with that power of yours. As he like erases his power when they were doing like the shot put challenge. Then Eraserhead says, Midoriya, let's do this thing rationally. And
I think that's Bakugo yelling, let's do this thing rationally.
Yeah, he might have been saying Midoriya too. So anyway, we see like Deku holding on to the Shigaraki by the cape as Bakugo like launches forward, and then he does his boom 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 with a AP machine gun. And Shigaraki replies, cute fireworks show there. And Midoriya uses Black Whip. Okay, he wasn't holding onto the cape, but I think that's a lot like cooler. But anyway, he was using Black Whip.
I think he was. The previous chapter he was. Oh no, never mind. I think it was Black Whip before too.
Yeah, it was hard to tell. I wish it was the cape. So sad, but Black Whip. If you can Black Whip to like bind Shigaraki's arms and legs, which is a good strategy, so he can't be like touching stuff at the moment. But then he like yanks forward and pulls Deku forward, and Deku says, whoa! And Shigaraki's like, sorry, you're not on my radar anymore. And to Bakugo, referencing when he tried to kidnap him and have him join forces with the League of Villains, but he's dead to him. Okay, so then we have Endeavor launching forward with an Urgh, and he slams right into Shigaraki, and there's like sound effects all over the place. Whap whap pow. As he bounces off the ground and launches forward, Shigaraki, I mean, then I don't know, I think it's Deku saying Endeavor, and Endeavor asks, "Where's Shoto?" And Deku says, "It's just us two here." And Endeavor looks around. There's like a raw sound effect. I don't know what that is. and Endeavor looks solemn, and Shigaraki like slides on the ground and catches his footing, and he's like, "Herm."
And then Shigaraki strikes a pose and says, "I'm so close. Okay then."
He
And
looks
then
so thick there.
Oh yeah, he's definitely like, I feel like he's like taking a deep breath, or he's been like augmented. I'm used to him
Well,
being like
yeah.
I don't know.
twig.
He's got such a tiny head in that image, and then like his legs are swole. Like he did not skip
Yeah.
leg day.
His
I think
thighs are like about to bust out.
As we see, he's sliding, so his legs are out. So I think he is like power posing, basically, like, or he's getting ready to do something. And then we get this people reacting. I do love Bakugo in the face of like a created evil, being like, he's like, why are you being Sundra? I guess I just think of the as being like Sundra for Bakugo, but it's always kind of just like a manga reaction where it's like, and it annoys me. And Gran Torino's just chilling, flying, saying, "That body's beyond human at this point." And we get like Eraserhead just in the background commenting, oh, and he's saying, "You boys be his legs, okay?" And like, "Okay, sure, you keep that scum away from us." So that's Rocklock, actually. So they're kind of just chilling in the background, running away. And Endeavor saying, "As powerful and sturdy as All Might." So now he finally gets to like live his fantasy of beating All Might, basically. I don't think he ever wanted to like fight All Might. Maybe.
Yeah.
He wanted
And-
to kill him, didn't he?
I'm talking about Endeavor, sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry, I was talking about Shigaraki. Okay, you're good.
Yeah. And then Deku says, "As All Might," so like he's kind of realizing like how strong Shigaraki really is right now. And Aizawa was saying, "But as long as I don't blink, that power's all he's got. And I'll hold on for a good long time." Just like cut off your eyelids or something and then get Recovery Girl to like, put them back on. Yeah, don't do that. That would be gross. Sorry. And Endeavor is kind of like focused on the moment, saying, "For whatever reason, you two are here now. So let's save the why for later." And they're going to get talking to later. And I really love that, like, Shigaraki kind of zooms over and his hands are like swoon. So he's getting ready to do something. And thinks, "If I scoop up Izuku Midoriya and get away from here." And but Endeavor's also getting ready, saying, "We're giving Eraser the support he needs. Bakugo, you cover Deku." And then we get like a terrifying shot. And then we kind of get some mind games with Shigaraki, where he hears a voice saying, "Acquire one for all. You will be mine, little brother."
The "You Will Be Mine" reminds me of like a candy heart.
And like Shigaraki kind of repeating, "One for all," and his head's throbbing, and that face like is really, really spooky because he has like kind of a new scar. I don't know, but then he kind of like, both Deku and Shigaraki realize something or have kind of a shocked moment. And I'm going to talk about every single chapter, but I just love the kind of like, his hair finally has lines, but it's to distinguish from the all white background. So it's like, I don't know. I just love anytime like Shigaraki's on screen, I'm just like, this art is amazing. And Endeavor doesn't care about art and goes, "Hell Spider!" And Shigaraki's doing some cool poses to dance away from it. And he's thinking, "Little brother? That wasn't me saying that." And he thinks, and he smiles, going, "Your will is too strong, master. Yeah. And this is my power, my body." You get a close up of his eye. "You don't get to be some phantom voice whispering in my head." So it's like, he won't let the past control him of his family, and he's not going to let some leftover voice of a cop of the like original in his head gonna control him either. Not happening. And he thinks, back then, I thought about how the guy they called the Lord of Evil was defeated by the power of just one man. And we get a cool thing of like, oh, I thought maybe this is Kamino. I thought it was a flashback to like earlier. And then he goes, don't get me wrong, I'm real grateful for how you raised me up. But I don't want to be like you. And then there's this really weird shot of like head down, it's young Shigaraki superimposed over One for All.
Like inside All for One.
Yeah, like inside his body. That's a really cool thing. I can only really realize what it was because of the hands being separate. And then he thinks, I want to be greater than you. And everyone's like charging at him. And he touches his face and destroying the bit controlling him, which is like, I don't know, I love that imagery. That's really cool. And also because like he always had that hand over his face, but now it's his own hand. And he goes, I control myself. And again, the art here is like really incredible. Oh, I thought for a second that he had like skin joining his mouth, but it's his hair. This, like, honestly, all
that
this
would have been terrifying.
I need an art book of this. Of just like, I just need an art book that's just Shigaraki now. Like Shigaraki as he is. And I'll be like, I will just love every page because he's going to make me shit myself.
Wow. But while Shigaraki was having his inner battle, Gran Torino thought that this was a great time to strike right now. And with a wham, he hits Shigaraki's arm, and it says, hitting back can be the best way to avoid dying. After all, I did train a crazy powerful guy. And we get Gran Torino saying, now quit trampling all over Shimura's memory. And he's like, who? Which is the title of the manga. Chapter, yeah, sorry.
This is my hero, Who?
My Who Academia, anyways. Yes. And then we get another scene. It says, if you think he's anything less than a villain, no good can come of it. And I guess that's when they were talking about who he was, I guess. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
He says, you even existing hurt Toshinori so much. And then we pop back in. He says, it's made everyone suffer. I like this cool shot of Gran Torino here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see Gran Torino in the front about to punch Shigaraki, and then right behind him is Endeavor. I guess he's coming in. And we see Shigaraki's eye.
Yes.
Yep. And then trying to describe the shot, but it looks like Shigaraki flew away from the attack. Like he got away. And then we see that we see Midoriya, and then we see like this really crazy look too of Shigaraki looking back at him from above.
Yeah.
And in Bakugo fashion, not on your radar, huh? You total piece of crap, as you see Bakugo above Shigaraki, and he says, he was just bait. So you see him about to charge up a shot, and we get a big old boom. It's like a huge explosion, like he just knocked Shigaraki back. It looked like he bounced off the ground as well. He says, so what if my strength alone is not enough? He says, the symbol I strove to be, that isn't the path for you to follow. Oh, that was hard to read. And we get an image of All Might. Man, I'm not doing too good right now. But we also do get an image of Manuel, Aizawa, and Rocklock looking on as well. Rocklock is full poggers. And we get another shot. It says Vanishing Fist, and it's a really cool shot of Endeavor, and like it almost looks like Shigaraki was just like blasted into smithereens, but we don't know. And we cut out, and it says at that moment, it says, hang in there, you gotta hold back. And we see it's Mount Lady and Giganto Machia. They're wrestling each other right now, and everyone's like, Mount Lady, and she's like, don't gotta tell me twice, he's not going anywhere. And like, that's the end of the chapter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you finish with all the Mountain Lady being badass?
Yeah.
Yes, I love her. This makes me so happy, like that she gets to. I don't know. I just love her so much. Like I really love that we get like her gritting her teeth, and it looks like her teeth are like breaking, or maybe that's just like ground falling around. But I'm so glad she's incredibly badass.
Yeah.
It is cool that she is able to give Gigantomachia any kind of resistance, because we have him as like the unstoppable force. You know, that's how he's been shown to us so far, portrayed.
Yeah, and there's something I also forgot to mention in that shot is you can also see Fringe Man, Mr. Compress, and someone else riding, a couple other people riding his back.
Daddy, Toga, and Spinner.
Yeah, but you can barely see Toga's hair. Yeah.
Yeah, just Toga's hair. Because I was trying to see her. I was like, where? Because I was trying to find her elsewhere, but they're just chilling up there. At least like we know like she isn't like somewhere in the crowd going to like stab Mountain Lady. Yeah, stab Mountain Lady with your tiny ass knife, Toga. Try it.
Yeah.
Mountain Lady. I want Mountain Lady to step on Toga. Like, I'm just saying.
Where the other thing too is like Gigantomachia's armpits are like a dark void into nothingness.
Fear him. Shave your pits. Or don't. Become Gigantomachia. But Gary, what else did you think? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, the only other hero I recognize there is Fourth Kind, as he is under Gigantomachia's knee. I don't really recognize anybody else though. Yeah. I'm not, and like to the far right, like by Mount Lady's knee, I'm wondering if that's the wild. No, it can't be a wild pussycat. They're at the other place. Okay, so my general thoughts, I enjoyed it. The entire time I'm thinking like R.I.P. Gran Torino, but it didn't happen, so that's good.
Are we sure that's not Tiger? By her knee?
It can't.
They're in the city.
Are you sure? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember when oh my word.
Pixie Bob,
thank you, sir. Was turning the ground around. They were all there except for Ragdoll. So yeah, that was at the other location. Because I'm pretty sure they're still at the villa with the trees. Okay, I like the imagery that Kendra mentioned of disintegrating All for One. I thought that was an interesting dynamic, because if the vestiges are able to communicate with Midoriya, it makes sense that All for One would be able to communicate with Shigaraki. So that was cool. And then he like erased it, so I like that. So they're not going to be under a similar influence to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought it would be fun if like Midoriya and Shigaraki are battling and whatever, and then they both like hit their head and they have amnesia, and then they think that like Midoriya thinks he's evil, and then Shigaraki thinks he's the good guy. That would be a lot of fun. The art was good. I liked how actiony it was, because it's not like the best art we've seen from Horikoshi, but it's like a very like different style to represent the action. Like that one shot of Shigaraki on page 11 where he says, "I control myself." That's very different. Cool though. And I think that's about all I have to say.
I really like them like teaming up to fight Shigaraki, and that it's not just like Deku and Bakugo doing it. It's like they need the pros' help, and like it's not them all working together. I also love that it wasn't like they're thinking rationally, but it's not like oh no, if he gets like Aizawa's eraser quirk at the end, it's like no, this is our teacher. And he like watched over us and taught us so much. And I really, really love if it like Bakugo being, let's do this thing rationally. It's just so nice because like I don't know, Bakugo is incredibly smart, but he's like he is kind of rash a bit. So I just like him kind of quoting his teacher. I need a lot. If Bakugo says something is a logical ruse, I will like explode in my heart. So I really want that. Endeavor is really stepping up. I like that he worries about his son. I do like Todoroki. Where are you at?
Every time Shoto is not on the panel, everyone should be asking, where is Shoto Todoroki?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to disagree with Gary here, and I'm gonna say that the art was on point the whole time. I feel, anyways. But
No, I was gonna.
what's up?
I was gonna say I like it. I'm just saying it's different than usual. Do you
Yeah,
think
it
it's his
is.
best art though?
No, I didn't mean like his best. I was like, this was pretty good. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that's all I said. It's not his like top tier, but it's really good.
yeah, yeah. No, I just said I loved the art in this chapter.
Yeah,
Um,
it's good.
it was very actiony. I also did think that maybe something was gonna happen to Gran Torino, but no, he's all good. He's okay. He's got some strong back muscles, that's for sure. What else can I say about this? I'm pretty sure we're just gonna cut away to Mount Lady fighting Gigantomachia next week. It just seems like a given, and we're not gonna get to see the fight next week with Shigaraki and the gang.
I do want more Villa action though. I'm thinking that it's going to bleed over though pretty soon. Like Jaganamachia is gonna get over there.
Yeah, he's gotta run quite the distance to get over there, but yeah, that's probably what they were
He's
trying to
going.
do.
Yeah.
And then the entire liberation or paranormal liberation front decided to hop on his back and hitch a ride.
I love that imagery so much. It's like they're on his like backpack or something.
They're just like, whatever, we don't feel like walking over there. We'll just ride your Gigantomachia. Your Uber is here.
Yes, there's so much like I don't know. Like Uber needs to pay Horikoshi because there's a lot or taxis. I don't know. Oh, and I'm just looking through. Or did you have anything else you want to say, James? Sorry.
No, I'm good. Chapter good. That's it.
Chapter good. Yes. Oh, the shot of when Bakugo is kind of like diving down and like the Shigaraki's hair looks like the clouds. Like I can't stop talking about this art. Like it's just I think Horikoshi definitely is trying something different with this, which is like really cool. He's kind of going a lot more rough or kind of like it's not chainsaw, it's
It's
Buzzsaw's
fine.
coming back.
It's
But I'll just
Buzzsaw Man is
Buzzsaw Man is here. I will fight him to the death.
But I will make one comment though. I'm willing to bet that I know it's cheesy as a directional standpoint, but when this gets animated, the sky's going to spin while Bakugo's like up in the air and shooting down, like the background.
Definitely. Oh, I just wanted to say, I think one of you guys was talking about kind of the fucking buzzsaws, how sorry, okay, that like Deku has the Vestiges and Shigaraki has like All for One, and I think it's interesting that like Shigaraki is able to realize that All for One is trying to control him and like deciding stuff for him that he might not want to do, or he still might want to do it. That's why I still don't know what Shigaraki wants. I think before he said he wanted to destroy everything, but not what his friends like.
Yeah.
It's not clear what he wants, especially now that he's like rejecting All for One's control. But also, then you think like Deku, I think is a lot like the Vestiges are like good people as far as we know, and they're not like the Lord of Evil. So like they probably mean the best for him. But I do wonder if they do have their own motivations or something. Like, I think it'd be cool. And also, I want to say Gran Torino is a bit of a dick this chapter. Because Shigaraki, like, can't help being like, Nana's grandson. Like, it's not his fault.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that, and he's, like, trampling over, like, I don't know, I just thought he, like, was being a bit mean. But I guess, like, what he's coming from as well, it makes sense. But I want someone to be nice to Shigaraki. And, like, I think, I don't know. If there's, I don't know. I'm just trying to think. It's interesting. It says hitting back can be the best way to avoid dying, and I wonder if he's just saying that because he doesn't want to get. He's like oh yeah, you can't attack me if I attack you first. But I don't know. I don't think it's. I wonder if maybe. I don't think does Shigaraki know that Nana was a user of One for All?
I don't think it's mentioned. I don't think I've seen it mentioned like to Shigaraki or Shigaraki alluding to it. He just knows that she was like a hero.
Mm-hmm. So that's I wonder if that will come up or something. And like if let's say Deku unlocks float and like Shigaraki's like, my dad had that power or something. because like I don't know, I just like I feel like we're gonna get like another like I don't know, we keep getting like Shigaraki like realizations, like him like kind of meeting with his family again and then like being like, okay, like it's fine, but then seeing his dad being like, fuck you. So I don't know, it's really fascinating because Shigaraki is like getting a lot of character development or kind of just like shit is going on when it's interesting that like Deku and like I feel like I don't know, Deku still has a lot of room to go. Like Deku is like developed, but I don't know, I want him to talk to the Vestiges or like have them come more into play in this fight a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should have like a tea party. That would be fun.
Just they could sit down and let the voices inside their head talk.
You know what
to
that
each other.
reminds me of? Like, have you seen what is that? All Routes Lead to Doom. The what's it called? It's the isekai one. Villainous. All Routes Leads to Doom.
Mhm.
I believe that's the title. But she has like inside her head like different characters of herself discussing things, and that's what I kind of want to reminds me of. Like one of them, they just look the same, but like one of them has like a mustache, the other has glasses and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I imagine Deku's like All for One Vestiges would be like sitting at a round table.
I hope he unlocks Nana. I want Nana to talk or just like to say something or like just be like, "Oh, that's my grandson. I'm sorry my son was a dick." I feel
Well,
like
he has to beat the game on perfect with like,
Oh yeah.
to unlock Nana Shimura.
No, you gotta do down, sideways, up. Whatever. Isn't there that there's like an unlock code that some dude uses?
Up, down,
Left, right,
right. AB
Yeah.
select start or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, then you can unlock.
VA start. Yeah, that's the Contra. That's
The Konami code. I
Yes.
totally
code.
messed it up, but yeah.
He needs to use the commodity code and he'll unlock Nana and he'll win. Duh. Sorry. I was just thinking. I wonder if it would be funny though if Nana was kind of like more what is Kyoshi from Avatar? She's like, just kill him. Like it's fine. Like bloodthirsty.
You know,
but...
I'm finally making the connection that Deku is basically Mega Man,
Hmm.
unlocking the robot master powers. Anyway,
Oh, I was gonna say yeah, but Gran Torino looks more like Mega Man though.
Mm.
He's got the
That's
big old
true.
arms and feet.
I'm really worried for Mountain Lady. Like I worry that like Toga or like Dabby's gonna like climb over and like set her hair on fire or something. Yeah, they're just tiny ants. Just like screw the league. Mountain Lady just steps on all of them. That's the solution to this problem. I think maybe we'll go back to Tokoyami and Hawks because he's pretty hurt. Like I don't know. Let's check in on them. This is too endgamey for me. I need to step away.
yeah, I guess what I want to see next chapter, if we are in the villa area, is the students that are over there. So like Jiro and Kaminari and Momo, they're all over there. There's some more obviously, but I would like to see their reaction to what's going on and being like, hey, how can we help Mount Lady? And then trying something. I don't know. That would be fun.
Yeah, I always forget, like, there's a lot of students here. Like, I'm pretty sure Hananuke is here with one of them. Everyone's so spread out. I need, like, one of those maps again that has, like, little chibi heads that tells me where everyone is, because I have a shit memory. That would be helpful. I don't know. Do you think Shigaraki's gonna, like, run away at the end of this fight? Because he, like, doesn't want to be the Lord of Evil? He doesn't want to be like him?
Yeah, well, he wants to be better than him, so I wouldn't like put too much stock into that. He just wants to have like a bigger whole threshold or hold on society. I'm guessing that's what that means. I was also thinking. I think I lost it though. Okay, sorry about that.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like the power of one man. So he wants to be better, or like I'm also thinking back of like the comic book because that like sounds like the comic book that like all for one like to read when he's like it followed the bad guy for a bit and then like it turns out that the good guy actually won. and it is a comic, like a manga. So I don't know. I hope it like plays with tropes a little bit. It would be interesting if Shigaraki's like, you guys are the bad guys, but like kind of like warping his logic a little bit and being like, you guys, I don't know. I want Shigaraki to be back with the League again, basically, because I really like, I don't know like how they will react to how he is now. Like, cause like the villains
they haven't seen him, so.
Because the heroes are all like, he's like not a human anymore. Like, I wonder if, that's why I'm sad Twice is dead. Because I feel like Twice would have had like a funny reaction. I don't know, like, Dabi doesn't actually like them, so it's really Toga and Compress are the ones that we would like actually get a reaction for him as he is now. I don't know. Any other thoughts on the chapter?
Nope.
We're getting a kaiju fight. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay.
So, James, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at That One Welder Guy. Also have a Dr. Stone podcast, the King of Stones podcast. You can follow that at Dr. Stone Pod on Twitter, as well as the Weeb Jammin' podcast, and you can follow that at Jammin' Weeb.
Gary, go you.
You can find me on Twitter at Wrath of Giraffe.
You can follow me on Twitter at Sniper of My Heart. I do have another podcast about Haikyuu. You can follow that on Twitter at HaikyuuPod. And the podcast that you're listening to, you can find us on Twitter at MHAPod. You can email us at myheropod@gmail.com. You can also visit our website at www.mhapod.com. Who will win this kaiju fight? Could Mountain Lady beat Godzilla? Call in on the phones now and let us know. And, before I forget, Black Lives Matter. Definitely look up charities in your area. I would say maybe look into donating to the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund, which I think is kind of cool. That it brings justice. I think it also maybe works on like educating and providing scholarships for African American students, which I think is really cool. That's just like one that I thought of off the top of my head. Definitely do your own research. And plus chaos!